Okey dokey.
Oh, is the sign-up sheet out there?
Matt has it, because he's in the room right now.
Okay. Good evening. I move to open the meeting of the Town Board on Thursday, September 18th. It's 6 o'clock. And I'd also move as well that we go directly into, that we go directly into executive session.
Or?
To discuss meeting procedures and legal advice regarding pending or threatened litigation dealing with Kent Hollow and Silo Ridge.
I'll second.
You're inviting.
Yeah, and I'm inviting the members of the Meeting Housing Board to sit in so they can ask questions. Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
No?
Great.
All right. I move that we leave our executive session and begin the public meeting.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And the time is 7:09.
Okay.
So now we've ordered. We were in executive session. We had to exit that. Now we can start the meeting.
Do you want to do the roll?
Okay, so as we're calling the roll, Supervisor Blackman?
What? I do that after.
Just keep
Okay, yes, here.
Councilmembers Ham, Ahern. Let the record reflect that Councilmember Revillard is absent this evening.
Okay, and let's do the Pledge of Allegiance. I was told I'd go too fast, so I'll give you all a moment. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, the exits, once again, are the door you came in and this door over here, which both go to the corridor. That's it, I guess. Motion to accept the agenda. I move that we accept tonight's agenda with a couple of changes. One is that the new media policy for the town website and LED sign, Brad's been working on that, so I think if Brad's not here, it isn't fair to do it. Have you resolved the materials issue with okay. The other thing we're moving is under resolutions to authorize engaging a surveyor and engineer for a lot line adjustment and habitat property. So is everyone okay with those
And
changes?
add executive
What?
session for Kent Hollow, because we didn't get to in the first one.
Oh, okay, thank you. All righty. So we're going to begin with a presentation.
Is that a motion, Leo?
Yes, it was.
That's your motion?
I'll
Is
second.
there
It was a
second?
motion.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Okay. So we're going to begin with a presentation from Beth Ann Canero, who's the Veterans Outreach Coordinator from the Department of Veterans Affairs, and she has a slide deck and wants to give us just some information about what services are available to veterans in this part of the world.
All right.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me today. I gotta make sure I stay on track for you.
Oh,
Good evening. Thanks to everybody for having me here today. As your supervisor has said, I'm Beth Ann Canero. I'm a retired Marine Corps officer. I served 21 years. Yeah, sure. My pleasure. 21 years. I retired in August of 2021. So really, in our eyes, just recently, retired, but still 4 years away from it. But miss it every day. Anyway, I'm working with veterans now at the Dutchess County Office of Veterans Affairs with the director, Adam Roach. I don't know how many of you know him, but he's also a Marine veteran as well. So I'm not
Beth
going to...
Ann, just if you could pull the microphone closer,
Copy.
because people are presumably watching at home. So
Gotcha,
they won't hear
Roger.
you.
If you were to go to slide 3 for me, please. All right, I'll start right there. So I want to underscore our office's dedication to personalized support. Veterans, families, and
Uh-oh.
I didn't do anything.
Is it okay, Matt? Okay, should be back.
Okay. Veterans, families, and caregivers are encouraged to seek guidance with assurance that staff will listen, answer questions, and work effectively to address them. We have a duty to assist and a duty to inform, responsibilities that we don't take lightly. We emphasize dignity and respect, vital in fostering trust among those who feel alienated by the bureaucracy. Our office is more than just an administrative place, it's a hub for care and support. And the reason why I'm here today, it's a call to action to communities across Dutchess County to help us serve our veterans, even more than what we're doing now. So later on in the presentation, you'll hear my call to action to all of you. And my main goal as a new Veterans Outreach Coordinator at the Dutchess County Veterans Affairs Office is to be out in your communities. And I've done that. So this is my 10th presentation or face-to-face meeting of 30 that I'm going to be doing. I'm meeting with every single town, village, and city within Dutchess County, and then I plan to be out in your communities. And I mean that. Just this past weekend, I was out in Hyde Park Community Day. And if I could make all community days, I would. But I can't. But I'm going to try to do my best to do what I can. Later on, you'll hear more about my outreach efforts. Next slide, please. That's our team. So there's seven of us in the office. Adam's the director, and then we've got 3 veterans counselors. I'm one of them. And then we have 2 program assistants and a secretary. Next slide. Traction. So these are some of our statistics. They go from 2020 through 2025. They're key metrics that we use to show our worth to Dutchess County. It outlines the number of veterans and families we've served, new clients enrolled, and services delivered. It also highlights top services, which happen to be disability compensation and pensions for veterans, and less utilized ones like the New York State Gold Star annuity, blind annuity, and supplemental burial benefits from the New York State Veterans Services. These statistics prove impact and growth and reinforces our credibility. By including the wartime era breakdowns on this slide, it does reveal trends. For instance, the prominence of Vietnam veterans compared to World War II and Korean veteran populations, you'll notice, are minimizing. You'll note that for 2025, we're on track to serve about 5,000 veterans and about 2,400 family members while providing services to 400 new veterans. Overall, the data does illustrate both success and continuing challenges as we need to reach the veterans and family members more of the Persian Gulf War and the Afghanistan War years, hence why I'm out in the community more often now. These veterans represent what we call the younger veterans. We're older, but we're still younger compared to Vietnam and Korean War veterans. They are transitioning from military service and desperately trying to find their niche in civilian world, and they hibernate in their homes. They go to work most of the day, and they go home, and they just stay home. And a lot of them do like to game, hang out on their social media, and just do that most of the day. If they have family, they spend time with their family. But getting out in civilian world for a lot of them is challenging. It's frustrating, and it's demoralizing. And we recognize that the younger veterans feel as if they cannot wrap their heads around the fact that benefits exist for them too, both at the federal, state, and county level. And we want to reach all of them in your community. From the census data I gathered, there's about 17% of a veteran population here in Marina, maybe about 130 to 150 veterans, and we'd like to meet every single one of them and their family, and if they have caregivers, or caregivers as well. Next slide, please. So our goal is we want to serve more veterans. We move now from serving to our ambition, which is with 13,500 veterans estimated in the county, the office acknowledges that many remain unreached. Some barriers include lack of awareness, a stigma for asking for help, the complexity of the systems, geographic or mental health challenges as well. And trust issues and transition challenges remain one of the 2 top issues that the younger veterans face. The consequences of these gaps, poverty, homelessness, isolation, make the cause for our urgent outreach, which is where you'll see us be doing a lot next year. The discussion here is about responsibility, and we recognize the stakes of inaction, and we're positioning ourselves to tackle these barriers head-on with your help of the community. The benefits earned can mitigate the negative consequences. Next slide, please. How do we do this? To address our gaps, our office presents a clear strategy as it aims to reduce confusion, broaden communication, and simplify access. Target audiences include veterans, families, caregivers, municipalities like yourself, nonprofits, and community organizations within this county. The approach is inclusive, recognizing that a supportive ecosystem is critical and our outcomes are tangible, which will reduce poverty, improve quality of life, and combat the loneliness. Importantly, to emphasize meeting veterans where they are at, meaning we will come to them. We will set up mobile hotspots for them, mobile veteran outreach days for them to come to us and work their benefits. This signals our flexibility and a proactive outreach mindset. Next slide, please. This section just summarizes the federal VA benefits that are available to all veterans. There's a plethora of their health care. The PACT Act, which is the Promise to Address Comprehensive Toxins Act, really has opened up the aperture for a lot of veterans to gain benefits based upon the presumption of their disabilities being associated with their connection to service in the Vietnam War or the Persian Gulf War. Those benefits are available to every single veteran. For those of you who have another brief within your folder, it's called the overview handout brief, and it goes through specifically each one of those benefits, so I encourage you to read it at your leisure. And if I could work with maybe your town clerk to post it on the website, then all your veterans can also just click on the links that are embedded in that presentation, or all of you here can do the same thing and see just exactly what is available with all those benefits. And then in addition to, next slide, The county helps with New York State benefits and county benefits as well. The New York State benefits include such things as state tax exemptions, the STAR exemptions, the blind annuity program, the Gold Star annuity program, and a plethora of other state expenses for reduced hunting license fees and fishing license fees, and lifetime liberty passes for all state parks. And the county has a favor program, honor a veteran program, and transportation initiatives too to help veterans get to their appointments. Next slide. So with that, beyond what we would like to, our call to action involves action. Like, now we need to do something. So we move from service delivery to engagement. Our call to action encourages deeper collaboration with municipalities, nonprofits, and veteran organizations. The goal is to extend reach, create networks of awareness, and ensure consistent communication across the county. We reinforce the message that veterans' issues cannot be solved in isolation, but require our collective effort with all of you. Next slide. So there's a baseline call to action. It's really what we're trying to do now. We're coming out to your communities, we're giving this presentation. I'm giving you brochures, I'm giving you my cards, I'm offering you my brief to put on your website. Ideally, I'd like every nonprofit, every veteran organization, municipality to build a veteran landing website. What this is a one-stop shop for all veterans to go in there and find information on how to help themselves, their families, and their caregivers. Caregivers are included in these benefits as well. Next slide. And then once we develop our baseline call to action, my goal by mid-next year, by the end of next year, is to do just this, get tech savvy, maybe develop a veteran text alert system, have more mobile veteran counselor days. I see the CARES van for Congressman Ryan is coming to your Harvest Festival. I would absolutely love to go, I'm probably gonna come just to, one, check out your Harvest Festival, and two, to see that CARES van because they also have mobile resources to help veterans as well as many others within the community. And that's our goal too. As well, I'm working with the Northeast Community Center, the ladies who work there, super nice women who have offered up that community center to bring in 5 neighboring towns to have an educational workshop, which I'll give, and your town's gonna be invited as well for your veterans. Once we get that plan, which we hope to do in November, December timeframe, then you'll see our call to action coming to life. Next slide. And then in summary, because I know you all have a busy night tonight, we really thank you for helping us. It's really quite simple. It's not going to take a lot of your time. I just need a veteran liaison to work with, and I'll do most of the work. I will provide you everything that you need, and you just tell me what you need for your veterans, and we'll see if we can accommodate. We are here for you and your veterans and their families. So with that, barring any questions, this concludes my brief. And thank you so much for your time. I appreciate all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Beth Ann, for
All right.
doing this.
Thanks.
We're going to do public comment, but I think before we start, I'll just read what the rules are in the town law for public comment. Okay, the section on public participation says, members of the public shall speak for no more than 3 minutes and shall address remarks to the town board. The speaker shall provide his/her name and a town of residence prior to making a statement. The public comment period at the beginning of the meeting should be limited to a total of 15 minutes and be limited to comments on agenda items only. B, speaker's remarks shall be addressed to the board as a body and not to any specific member thereof. Speakers shall observe the commonly accepted rules of courtesy, decorum, dignity, and good taste. Members of the public and board members shall be allowed to state their positions in an atmosphere free of slander, threats of violence, or disorderly conduct which disturbs the peace and order of the board meeting. C, sufficient warnings may be given by the board at any time during a speaker's remarks, and in the event that any individual shall violate the rules of decorum set forth herein, presiding or officer, which is me, may then cut off comment or debate. Any person making offensive, insulting, threatening, insolent, slanderous, or obscene remarks, or who becomes boisterous or who makes threats against any person or against public order and security during a board meeting, or engages in any disorderly conduct which disturbs or disrupts the orderly conduct of any meeting, shall be called to order by the presiding officer. If after receiving a warning from the presiding officer, a person persists in violating the rules of decorum, the presiding officer may order that person to leave the meeting. If said person does not remove himself or herself, the presiding officer may order him or her removed from further audience at the meeting. unless permission to continue is granted by the majority vote of the board members present. So we are hoping that we'll have a less stressed out meeting this time, following these rules. Okay, that is that. So, public comments, who'd like to speak? I see Judy Moran is first on this sign-up list.
My name is Jeannie Moran. I live in Amelia. My first comment is that I would, having read the settlements of the certioraries, I would like to say that I am grateful as a taxpayer in this town that the refunds that might have been due for the years 2021 to 2024 were let go. And that's a rather huge thing for all of us, and very grateful to the people who agreed under the settlement. Also appreciate, I think it was all but one, there are staged 2 more years worth of reductions in the total assessment, but they did that over a staged amount so that it didn't hit us all at once, which is a huge help too. And on a slightly more personal level, the Recreation Commission is applying for a grant which involves needing to prepare an RFP. I personally thank our town attorney and Landers for turning around what we needed in super short time and getting it done. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next is Ken Topolsky.
He's going to talk to the,
I have something, and I'll talk again during the public hearing. First, thank you to, Beth Ann. I'm part of the Harvest Festival. We'd love to have you and put up a booth if you'd like. I can send you an email, or I can get the email address from Dawn, and we'll send you an invitation. And thank you for everything. The rules you mentioned, as far as public speaking, can you post them outside of the room?
I think that's a good idea. I don't see why not.
Thank you. I'd also like to thank our Millerton reporter for the article she wrote on the meeting the other day. She very eloquently described the lapse of decorum. And I thought that was something that was, it could have been interpreted really poorly, but her writing certainly put it in an honest way and really covered what we needed to cover and pointed out the situation in a very public-minded way.
That's
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you, and I look forward to reading it when I get home.
Okay, let's see, anything else very quickly? I believe that's it, so thank you.
Okay, great. Jamie, you signed up.
My name's Jamie Dinas. I live at 5197 Route 22 here in Amelia. I just want to also say, same as Judy said, I'm very thankful that the the tax was settled, that we are not going to drag this out, that finally we can put that behind us. I'm glad that we didn't, keep that rolling and cost taxpayers more and more to fight this kind of stuff. I'd also like to thank the participants of the vigil that happened last weekend. Rosanna attending, Nicole, Judy, everyone who came and came together in time of tragedy. I'd like to thank Dawn for lowering our flag and doing something very respectful for our town. A little sad that the one down at Fountain Square didn't get lowered, but I really appreciate you doing that for us. It means a lot. Thank you.
Okay, Charlie Miller.
Hi, Charlie Miller. So first, the tax cert. I want to thank the town board because I know this has been going on for a very long time. And let's see here, I just want to read my things. And I'm sure that all of you are, working towards what's best and in the best interest of the town. The town board about 5 years ago went through the same sort of process and also agreed to a reduction in assessed value. So I would hope that your settlement agreements somehow, after the 3-year period, if possible, stops, the plaintiffs from coming back and suing again, specifically based off of what I understand last time and this time was a bizarre methodology of assessed values versus, the standard assessed values. I believe that was part of this. That would be great, because clearly there's going to be a cliff at the end of 2027 for those. So that's what I have to say on the assessed value. And then the other is that there is an authorization of a settlement with Silo Ridge, the developer of Silo Ridge, for the fee in lieu of building workforce housing. As you guys are aware, the Amenia Housing Board has been working on the workforce housing law for probably 5 years. It was revised, the fee schedule, and a couple of other things a couple of years ago. So I would encourage you with this agreement that you cover all of your bases and that there is no ambiguity as to, when the fees are to be paid, how they are to be paid. If there are changes in the fee, that it is very clear as to the application, since it seems as if there might have been something that's unclear with the current law. And I would encourage the town board to work with the housing board to correct anything that is ambiguous with the current law. It's really important that we have workforce housing. So far, no workforce housing has been built. Silo Ridge is a very important element of our town. They pay a significant amount of our taxes, upwards of, at this point, it's probably close to 50%, and they are only 50% built out. So, they are a benefit, and we want to have a good and, vibrant relationship with all of our neighbors. Thank you.
Thanks, Charlie. Anyone else want to speak? Okay, then we are going to have public hearing on 3 local laws. Do you read them out, or should I just?
You're gonna do each one at a
Okay,
time.
all right. So I make a motion that we accept comment now on proposed local law
There's a motion to
number.
open the public hearing of,
Okay.
that's what you do.
Motion to open the public hearing on proposed local law number X of the year 2025, repealing Chapter 24, Planning Board and Zoning Board of Appeals in its entirety and creating a new Chapter 24 Planning Board. Any comments?
Is there a second?
Second.
Nicole? You did start first. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, very good. Any opposed? Now, public comment.
Okay, does anyone have any comments on the Planning Board local law? Okay.
Just let the record reflect that the town board is in receipt and circulation of comments from the planning board. So those written comments were circulated prior to this evening.
And I should also,
And the county has also submitted their return as well.
thank you, and I should also clarify that whatever comments we get, we will be reviewing and trying to put together the various comments that we've gotten from the boards and individuals, and redraft the document before we vote on it. Okay.
So now you need to motion to close.
Okay, I'd like to propose that we close that comment period on the first of the local laws.
I'll second.
Thank you, Nicole. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
I propose that we open public comment on local law number X of the year 2025, repealing 12159 zoning board of appeals in its entirety and creating a new 12159 zoning board of appeals.
I second.
Thank you, Rosanna. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Does anyone have any comments on that? Wow, not even Judy. I'm really bummed. Okay.
Let the record reflect that we did receive comment from Dutchess County Planning as well on this law.
Okay, I move that we close that conversation about the local law.
Nicole, she's looking at me, but
Second.
thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, thank you.
Okay. And I move that we open discussion on proposed local law number Z of 2025, creating a new chapter entitled Food Trucks.
I will second that.
Thank you, Rosanna.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Ken has one.
Oh, we got one.
Oh, my God.
I can't let you
Wow,
off that.
Ken.
You're not getting off that easy. So, couple of suggested changes under food truck section 3. 2B, I would add, this is for the application, no less, the end of the sentence, any person or entity desiring to operate a food truck shall make a written application for a food permit to the Town of Amenia Code Enforcement Officer. I would add no less than 7 calendar days prior to the date of use.
Yeah, I saw that in your
Okay.
comments.
I can read the rest of my comments, but you all have them then?
Yes, we all have them.
Okay.
And that was a
I
good one.
suggest you consider them, or I'll read them again.
That's quite a threat.
Doesn't look
Okay.
like a lot of consideration, so no. And the last thing I would ask is that you basically exempt or approve the current, or grandfather in the Harvest Festival, as we have not had these laws, and we've already solicited and had some confirmation on food trucks. Thank you.
Great.
And also let the record reflect that we did receive comments from Dutchess County.
Any other comments?
Charlene?
So I had Ken's, I don't know what his other ones were, but the application date I had. And then the Section 3B, which defines the use districts where they are allowed. And then there is, for other use districts, there's like this exemption. I'm not quite sure why there's the bifurcation, because it's really just rural residential and rural ag that isn't included, where you can apply for a food truck. So I'm not sure why you put that in a different section, since Hamlet residential, suburban residential are there. So that would be the first. In that same section, F, it limits for restaurants, and I don't know, there could possibly be a restaurant that would want to have a food truck. Some restaurants do have food trucks. I didn't understand the limitation for not being able to have them there. The minimum lot size in paragraph 4 is a half an acre, so that really does limit more than 50% of any parcel in Hamlet residential, since all of those lots are about a quarter acre, or at least 50% of them are. I wasn't quite sure that. There are this maximum number of 3 trucks in some of these residential areas. I mean, that to me seems like would be more of a special permit than just allowing by right somebody to put 3 trucks, but I don't know who would do that, but if my neighbor had 3 trucks beside me, I might have an issue. The outdoor seating in section J, it relates to another section, but I couldn't find that other section, so it reads outdoor seating shall be permitted as long as it is consistent with the provisions for food trucks in blank, so I don't know what that relates to. And then in that same section, paragraph N, it says tents are prohibited. Awnings are only permitted if attached to the truck. I mean, I know some food trucks, you actually have tents that are set out, you know, for inclement weather or stuff. I don't know what the restriction on having a tent would be, especially if it's in someone's home. I mean, not home, but, you know, on somebody's private property. I'm sorry, my cursor isn't working, so I'm having to flip through. But I think those were it.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Any other comments on that local law? Okay, then I move that we close the public hearing on the third of those local laws about food trucks.
I'll second. Thank you, Nicole. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Okay. Well, frequent flyers here will be very happy because this is my shortest supervisor's report that I can remember. The first is the sidewalk to Beekman, which is still crawling ahead. I've asked the general contractor to prepare a schedule for completion because it's really maddening that it's taken so long. And they have to finish before cold weather and before our grant runs out. The 2026 budget is supposed to be presented to the town clerk on September 30th and presented to the board on October 3rd, which is our Friday meeting, and that was rescheduled from the 2nd. New hires, we've spoken to a few, or I've spoken to a few of the candidates for animal control officer, and Dawn assures me there have been a few other resumes received. We'll set those up for interviews in October. I hope there were some received. Okay, good, thank you. EMS services, I had a conversation with Rob Stuck, the head of Empress, and he confirmed that they will be fulfilling the terms of our contract with Northern Dutchess Paramedic for 2 more years. He also said that since they'll be now serving all the towns in Dutchess County, they should be able to better assign ambulances based on demand and geography, and hopefully be able to impact the cost somewhat, so we shall see if that happens. Traffic safety, I met with Megan to review the recommended solutions to parking and pedestrians that we had with the Dutchess County Transportation Council. Because Mechanic Street is a town road, we are able to do more than we would, but I should note that New York State DOT controls the intersection of Mechanic and 343, which is really where the problem is. So until we prepare a plan for DOT, we can't do much there. But Megan and I discussed signage and striping, which should take care of a number of problems. And we will be making a list of all that stuff. Striping is a problem because Megan doesn't have someone to do striping for the highway department, and I'm going to talk to the people at Dutchess County to see whether they have suggestions for that. And that is it. Thank you.
You're right.
Okay. You go right ahead.
All right, so for the town clerk's report, prior minutes of August 21st and September 25th, September 4th of 2025 have been circulated. You guys ready to move on those tonight? Is there a motion?
I make a motion to accept those.
Nicole,
I second.
Leo, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Also, presenting for our abstract for authorizing the supervisor to pay claims as follows. General Fund A, $116,424.97. Highway Fund, $140,652.90. Amenia Lighting, $1,182.63. Wastake Lighting, $460.59. Amenia Water, $4,634.80. Water District Capital Project, $10,566. Highway Garage Capital Project, $44,008.13. For a total, and also for our prepaids of our Route 44 Sidewalk Capital Project, $34,368.72. So this evening, I'm presenting an abstract totaling $317,929.30, and I'm seeking authorization for the supervisor to pay claims as follows.
I make that motion.
Rosanna,
I'll second.
Nicole, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? And to really keep tonight kind of moving along, I just wanted to announce it, and I hope to see everybody on Sunday. This weekend begins our pancake breakfast at the Union Firehouse. So I hope to see everybody. Thank you, I know. And
Give that many
pancakes are
stars.
delicious, and pancakes, we can't complain about. So I hope to see everybody there. So that means fall is really here and it's arrived. So, see everybody this weekend.
Great.
Also want to take the opportunity to go ahead and acknowledge receipt and circulation of the building department's report in our packets totaling $22,936.50. Also our water systems operating report as well as our financial reports. And I do note that our highway superintendent is here, so I don't know if she has a report or if she was going to wait until discussions. Wait until later? Okay.
Okay.
So then no report.
Okay. So are there any other board or committee reports? Two of you. Okay, well, Judy, why don't you go first?
Just to give a little bit of a heads up on some things that are going on, the Recreation Commission is setting up a cruise on the Hudson, which we are advertising, and we'll have a sign-up available on the town rec website.
Can I give some info on that?
Absolutely.
Because it's not for seniors, it's for all adults.
Yeah.
We're gonna update that on the flyer, as well as, it's, I'll just say it now, $34. It includes a box lunch. I think we should meet at Fresh Town the day of to take the bus. If you want to take the bus, it's 9 a.m.
Sure.
And I'm hoping to have the signups open this weekend so that people can go on and start signing up and paying.
Yeah, they absolutely will be.
Repeat the date.
October 4th, Saturday, October 4th. We'll leave from Freshtown at 9 o'clock, and the cruise itself begins at 11, and they said it's about 2.5 hours. So we will then come back to the Freshtown. The bus will come back to Freshtown. If people want to sign up and drive themselves, they're welcome to, but we will provide a bus there. Let me see, so that pretty much takes care of that, and signups will be available this weekend. We are also setting up the trick or treat in October. It's going to be October 20, trunk or treat, on October 25th at the parking lot at Four Brothers again. We're grateful to them for letting us use that again. The Harvest Festival is more on, but I will let Ken speak to that.
November 8th, we have a paint and sip.
Yes, and that will go up on the website too. And this time, you're going to have to pay, whoever wants to come is going to have to pay ahead of time, because we had an unfortunate situation last time where 6 people reserved spots and didn't show up, and we promise a minimum number of attendants for the person who's doing it, so we'll have to get payment ahead of time. So that, I think, in the near future, we're good. I think that's all I can think of right now. Oh, well, soccer is going on.
Soccer is in full swing. We have 71 kids signed up for that.
Yeah.
And our first game was last Saturday. It went very well, very smoothly. Thank you to all of my volunteer refs, because without you, it would not be possible to have my games.
Absolutely, and the library has very kindly come and provided activities while the games are going on for some of the younger family members who may be coming to while their siblings are playing. So things are going very nicely. Thank you.
Ken?
For 2 committees, the first one's Economic Development. We haven't had any meetings recently. We're waiting for some more information from the Comprehensive Plan Review Committee, and they'll be having a meeting fairly soon. Within 2 weeks, they'll be receiving, this is a comprehensive plan, we'll be receiving more information from our PACE people. We, yesterday, were very fortunate in that the New York Times, in their neighborhoods section, every Wednesday in real estate, they profile a community. They profiled Greenwich, Kingston, Esopus, a lot of communities all over the tri-state area. Yesterday, they profiled Armenia, about 3 or 4 colored pictures. They talked about some of the new businesses here. They talked about what was going on in the housing market. And last time they profiled something in this area was the beginning of the summer. They profiled the art scene in upstate New York, and one of the first places was the Wasaic Art Project. And from what I found out, that dramatically increased for 2 weeks their visitors. So I would expect, especially because it's foliage season, to see a few more people from the New York Times article. Now, the Harvest Festival, I've been talking about it as we hope to. So now let me tell you what has been achieved. And it's been achieved because it's been an incredible committee, a incredible group of people, meet every other week. Each one of them have their tasks, and they are really achieving and accomplishing things. Our ad will be up in Main Street starting October 1st. There'll be a quarter-page ad. We will be out to Northern and Southern Dutchess News. If you go to the Movie House, you'll see an ad on their pre-show trailers. And hopefully we'll start getting some radio PSAs. In terms of social media, on Facebook, we've had 14,172 views. We've reached, whatever that means, 7,265. Content interactions, 238. We have 49 people following us. So far, 43 vendors have been contacted, 15 have completed forms or confirmed. That does not include those we know are coming. The Armenia Historical Society, that's not included in the 15. The Garden Club's not included in the 15. Sun River, which works alongside the Dutchess County Mobile Health there, will be there. And they have said they will be giving vaccines out, which will be a great, great boost to this community. Congressman Ryan's van has confirmed. You'll see handouts soon going out for that. The Dutchess County Medical Reserve Corp, our EMS, thank you very much. We'll be doing some education and not just be there for any sort of emergency needs. We've heard from Animal CPR and Preparedness. They haven't returned their form, but they will be there. We have about 4 others. So around now, we have just around 20 confirmations. And that I'm expecting that we'll get 30 plus. And I will update you on that. I thank the board for helping and the rec committee for helping with our funding. Now we'll start going out and seeking more donations. So thank you. Anyone knows of anyone who wants to have a food truck or any kind of stand, booth, whatever, please get in touch with me right away. So, and make sure October 18th is on your calendar. Thank you.
Thanks, Ken. Okay. Was there an update on building security or not yet?
I don't know what you mean, but okay, I gave what, Brad was gonna find out about the fob locks.
Right.
So I think we have to wait for that. I gave the
Okay.
information last time on the cost of changing the exterior doors.
Okay.
There was some discussion on the walkie-talkies, but I don't know where that ended up. We have to further discuss that.
Okay.
And the cost of the cameras were circulated by our vendor, so I don't know if you guys were ready to move on that, or
Right.
did you need more time?
We should probably have a discussion, and I'm not sure that
Probably
we
next
have all the
meeting.
data in front of us, so probably next time. Okay. The scope of the traffic fixes I already had in the supervisor's report. And next would be accepting the highway bids for materials. Is there something you want to say, Megan, and then I'll make a motion?
Sure. She was gonna, she's gonna help you make the motion.
Oh, really?
So we had our yearly bids for material and equipment covering the periods of 9/18/2025 to 9/17/2026. I'm here tonight asking you to accept the bids as submitted with the exception of excavators, pavers, skid steers, vacuum truck, and sweeper.
Somebody, you wanna move that motion?
Yes.
In a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
Great.
Great, Megan, everything's been approved with the exception of those.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Otherwise, everything down the garage is going pretty good. All of our major projects are done. We've had some repairs on the machinery, and our new guy that just started, August 11th, gave me a notice. He's leaving, going down to Dover for more money. So we have an opening again. That's all I really have.
And that's advertised all over, right?
They do that.
Oh, that you do the, okay.
Do you want to share what you're looking for? Highway equipment operator.
Yeah, heavy
Got the team.
heavy equipment operator.
Monday through Friday.
CDL required, possibly may train.
Great, thanks a lot. So we'll move on to resolutions, taking out the fourth one on the list, which we're not ready for. What?
Okay, so he wants me to read all the names.
Yeah.
Okay, so
right
this
ahead.
evening on the consent agenda for the board to go ahead and move forward, so I'm seeking if there is a motion to go ahead and accept the following. Resolutions authorizing CPL Architects, Engineering, Landscape Architects, and Surveyors, DPC, to contract amendment in connection with a new highway garage and salt storage facility. Next resolution is to authorize a request for qualifications for landscape architect engineering services for the town of Amelia. Next resolution, authorizing requests for proposals for planning consulting services for the town of Amelia Recreation Commission. Next resolution, authorizing settlement of tax certiorari proceedings commenced by Silo Ridge Condominium 1 LLC. Authorizing settlement of tax certiorari proceedings commenced by Silo Ridge Condominium 2 LLC. Authorizing settlement of tax certiorari proceedings commenced by Silo Ridge Condominium 3 LLC. Authorizing settlement of tax certiorari proceeding commenced by Silo Ridge Ventures CP LLC. Next resolution, authorizing settlement of tax certiorari proceeding commenced by 171 Red Tail Pass LLC, care of Alan Hartman. Next resolution, authorizing settlement of tax certiorari proceeding commenced by Kevin Hammond. Next resolution, authorizing settlement of tax certiorari proceeding commenced by Silo 6 LLC, care of Lee Mileston. Next resolution, authorizing settlement of tax certiorari proceeding commenced by Sam's Knob LLC. Next resolution, authorizing settlement of tax certiorari proceeding commenced by SRCM 17 LLC. Authorizing settlement of tax certiorari proceeding commenced by Roar George Trustee, care of EFO Management LLC. Authorizing settlement of tax certiorari proceeding commenced by Roderick O'Neill and Rona O'Neill. Authorizing settlement of tax certiorari proceeding commenced by James Mitchell Trustee and Shajin Mitchell Trustee. Authorizing settlement of agreement in connection with Silo Ridge Ventures LLC. And our last resolution for the evening, transfer of funds dated September 2025. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Leo?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, all resolutions carry as presented.
Cool. Do we have any other town board comments or other matters to bring up?
I just want to say thank you to everybody involved, including Ian, on getting all of those resolutions done with such short notice.
Yep.
And hiccups along the way today. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
It was quite remarkable.
I just wanted to clarify too, and we are working on channel 22. We're still waiting for a part. I do not know why the sound is not coming through. I got some text tonight saying that the sound is not coming through. Matt says it's working. If he can hear it, they should hear it. So I don't know what the issue is, but we're working on it. That's all I can say. The other thing I just wanted to mention is I went to the community partners meeting at the Weavertuck High School Library, and we discussed a lot of the projects and things that are going on. I shared all of our town events that are going on, and they shared all of the programs the school shared. Millerton Library was involved. We would like to have more people come to that, but it was a very interesting meeting. And every meeting, Dan Trotta makes a meal from all of his, he's a real chef, and so that's always very enjoyable too. So everybody's invited to come to those meetings. The next meeting is November 4th.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a final draft for the mailer for the next meeting.
Oh, great.
I figured you guys should see it before it goes out. So if we wanna just put that on.
Okay.
And what other items are we going to put on the agenda for the next time? Do we have to?
Do we have an idea? Do we have an idea now?
No, why don't you just email me?
Like we did last time.
Yes, like you did last time. It's a little hard at this moment to like think through all that stuff.
Well, one of the things we can add is a discussion, with the discussion on the security.
Right.
I mean, that's something that we have to, discuss.
What about,
Well, we'll probably do the media policy because presumably Brad will be back.
what about all the public hearings we just closed? All the public hearings we just closed, if we wanted to address any of those and have them ready?
Yeah, if we're
So do
ready
we
on
have to
that.
discuss that at like an open meeting, the things that we want to change, or how does that work?
We give you the updates, right?
Yeah, if the
We
board
give you
would
the
like to
changes.
have discussion, look, there was a significant amount of comments. I literally have about 60 pages worth of comments on these, so there's a lot to go through. Some aren't necessarily germane to the local law itself, but we'll have to sift through those. But the board should look through those, provide comments. I can start redrafting. You can provide comments to me individually, and you certainly can put it on for discussion if there's, sticking points as to what the board would want to do with the local laws.
Yeah, let's put it on for discussion because it is a lot of material.
Just to confirm that we're good with the budget schedule of October 6th and 7th that was presented. I just need to know the start time so I can advertise for those special meetings.
I'm okay
I'm
with those
fine
two
with that.
dates.
What time to start?
Do people prefer to do it
I
at
mean, I
6
can't,
or-
I was gonna say I can't do before 6, so.
Okay, would you prefer to do 6 and
That's
7?
fine. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, 6 PM then.
And they're going to be televised?
Of course. You have in the past.
All right, I just,
And then Charlie is going to be presenting it. He's your budget officer, so if there's any departments that you need to have scheduled, just reach out to me, or if you know, work with your budget officer so we can make sure that those employees are available,
Okay.
unless you've already met with those employees separately.
Okay,
Okay.
great. All right. Then we have our second public comment on all town-related matters, 3 minutes each again. Anyone? Wow, that's a first. Okay, well, then I move that we adjourn.
We're no.
What? Oh, you have another, I'm
You're
sorry.
gonna enter, you're gonna.
You are gonna start,
Somebody
right.
wants to make a motion to go into executive session?
I'll make that motion.
Excuse
Yeah.
me.
That's why I said, is somebody
Excuse
going
me,
to?
no, and the topic being,
I'll second.
litigation.
Okay,
You know how much I hate to miss them.
yes, I figured you would hate to miss that.
I know.
Yes,
This
it's
is a
8 o'clock.
record.
This is another world
I know,
record. I
this
really
is-
have to keep this.
All,
Yes.
okay,
Aye.
all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
You can all say aye.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so thank you. That's it, except for the